Welcome to Hidden Archaeology. Today's video is in a little bit different format, but I figured this is the best way to show you guys this information. This isn't talked about a lot, and I do not know why, because the information was well documented and it's not even that old. It's from World War II. And I won't spoil it much more than that, so let's just get into it and watch the video ourselves.
How will our astronauts be welcomed when they set foot on another populated star? As enemies or as gods?
That's a good question, and that is what sets this whole clip that you guys are about to see next. Obviously, in the 1970s, they thought that we were going to go to Mars and to Venus and explore everything because we landed a man on the moon, or did we? That's a different story for a different video, but it does kind of set the mood for what they're about to show you next.
We know from recent history how primitive people react to their first confrontation with modern technology. During the Second World War, American soldiers were sent to certain isolated islands in the South Pacific to build airfields and military installations. When the war was over, they went home, and a very curious thing happened. The natives of these islands, isolated from the outside world, lived virtually in the Stone Age, until the Americans came and went. Very soon afterwards, the natives began making straw and bamboo fetishes resembling airplanes, crude landing surfaces on their islands to tempt the visitors back.
Like I said, World War II, not that long ago. Now, mind you, guys, that these individuals, like you just heard, were technically their technology was the Stone Age, and they lived on an island. So they lived on an island and didn't have many resources. They had to use what was available to them: straw, grass, bamboo. And what did they do? They started making statues or objects of this highly advanced technology to try to lure them back. I'll let the video explain a little bit more, and then we'll get more into it.
The strangers had brought fabulous treasure with them from the skies. Tools, fantastic weapons, sky machines they'd never dreamed of. What else but gods could possess such superior knowledge?
What else but gods could possess such a superior knowledge? Because they lived in a Stone Age, coming down and bringing them a lighter, because their whole life, their whole history, they had to use two woods to start a fire. Now you come from the sky and you show them a lighter. Not only don't they have any words for that lighter that you just showed them, but that right there is technology beyond their means. So obviously they're going to think you're either a magician, a witch, or a god, right?
They didn't hunt or fish, yet they never lacked food. They came from heaven. They had to be gods.
They never hunt or fished, yet they never lacked food. That's just us having surplus food. That's nothing crazy to us. To them it is. And they came from the heavens, so they must be gods. Now imagine our ancestors 8,000 years ago or 5,000 years ago, and if hypothetically they met a more advanced civilization that came from the sky, be it in a balloon or a helicopter or a rocket. The only way they can describe that is with the words that they have at that time. That's why you hear things like chariots in the sky, because they didn't have a word for a rocket. And they would say a chariot in the sky rumbling with the force of thunder. That's just the sound, right, that the machine is making. And with fire coming out of it, that's obviously just the engine. So they were just explaining things in words that they had about stuff that they never seen before. So I don't know why this is not talked about more, especially when it's documented like this, and it shows you what could have happened to us 5,000 years ago and how easily our minds can be tricked into thinking that we're dealing with gods.
They must be lured back. The natives offered fiery sacrifices. They scanned the heavens, day and night, watching and waiting.
Give that man some lotion while they wait.
However, the islanders had a new religion. A new cult was born from the encounter between a primitive people and visitors from a highly developed, technically superior society. The Russian scholars Kazantsev and Zaitsev proposed that all religions began in just this manner.
And I can understand why he proposed that. Meeting somebody that's more highly advanced and showing you things that you don't even have a vocabulary for, what else could they be but gods? So this is where this clip ends in the documentary. Obviously, this documentary is an hour and a half long. So if you guys would like to watch the rest of it with me, let me know in the comments. Hit the like, subscribe. Let me know that you guys learned something from this, or at least that you watched it. And I do appreciate you guys. Until next time, stay curious. Thank you.